What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we are going to be talking about the data download and kind of like the Dokkan Now that we had for Saiyan Day. So this is all like the Saiyan Day reveals and everything like that. So the new unit that is going to be coming out is a Android Saga base form Vegeta that does transform into Super Saiyan Vegeta. And there is a banner unit King Vegeta, so he is finally a banner unit. So we have more than just like the free-to-play units, essentially. So that's actually really cool to see. So in the data download here, we've got the promo movie, we got the Vegeta and King Vegeta. We got the new Dokkan event for the Vegeta himself. We got some news on the Super EZA for AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then we have a new burst mode coming. It's going to be the stage against Ultimate Perfect Form Cell. And then it looks like we have a couple banner assets. So we kind of scroll down through here. So this is the new Vegeta. So he is base form. So he is going to have like a nice farmable super attack. So now would be like a great time to get in the game. Go farm up, your 9 copies of the base form Vegeta, and just have them ready to go for whenever he drops and you end up pulling for him. And then you can actually do the same thing for the King Vegeta here, because he has he's got the farmable Super Strike card, so you can farm him up also and not have to waste any kind of Kais. So that is actually a really good thing here. So the Vegeta again does he does have an active skill. He does go into Super Saiyan Vegeta where he does like the Big Bang attack. So he's got his Dokkan stage here, Dokkan event. I mean, these are going to be the medals for that. So we do have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Super EZA. He is going to be. It looks like he's got the weakness to Resurrected Warriors, which they did say apparently it's like maybe one stage or something like that, but there's different missions that are associated with you getting these medals. So I guess we'll see what that's all about whenever it does come out in the game. So there is going to be the burst mode against the Ultimate Perfect Form Cell. You'll be able to get the Perfect Form Cell's Rage theme and then Android 16's theme. So we do have banner assets. So from what we can see here, this is what's featured on the banner. So we have Vegeta, King Vegeta. We have the Physical Godku. We have Int Majin Vegeta and the return of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So we have this LR. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and say they might have 2 other LRs. We might have the Int Vegeta and Trunks possibly. And then maybe as well as like, I'd guess maybe Tech, LR, Goku and Vegeta that go into Gogeta. It's going to be kind of my guess. What else can we see? Maybe we can see maybe Imp Broly and maybe like Tech Super Trunks. Maybe we can see them on the banner. It's kind of like my guess. So we'll see what else is going to be on the banner itself. But at least we know that these are going to be 5 of the, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say 8 to 10 units. So this is what we have for the banner so far. So we got some scripted card assets, new skill orbs for Pure Saiyans, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Vegeta family. This is actually really good. Ultimate Red Zone events have limited attempts again, so that kind of sucks. So this is just for the JP side. So all of them have limited attempts again. So that's all we have here in the data download itself. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole Dokkan Now video. If you guys do want to kind of check it out, it is on the YouTube. You can just pull it up, go to the official channel and just kind of watch through it. I don't want to have to waste your guys' time making you rewatch it again if you had watched it. So we'll just kind of go over just some quick things about it. We are getting a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. So I believe they said that the categories this time around were Super Saiyan and Gifted Warrior, I think is what it was. So we have that coming up. Then we also have obviously the burst mode that we had talked about. Also, big shout out to Dokkan World here for these images. So they did kind of talk about the unification of both of the versions. So it looks like between March and April, they're going to be doing the updates related to the Awakening, this is the Super EZA, and they are working on this Quest Dokkan Story UI improvements, which they did say that this was essentially more so kind of like the quest mode. You'll be able to see exactly like all the rewards and stuff like that you can get per mission. So I think that would be pretty cool. You know, it's a nice little improvement. May through June, it looks like they're giving enemy skill boosts. So there'll be damage boosting skills, attack and defense changing skills, and more will come. New quest Dokkan story chapter. Okay, so that's just another new quest event, worldwide event. So probably be like my guess is probably a campaign together. And then through July and August, so this is during the 9th anniversary, they're gonna have something for a team copying function. So this, you'll be able to see like what other players on your friends list, and I think even just on the leaderboards in general, what units they use, and you can copy that and then use it yourself if you have the units. It looks like ally skill boost, so domain effect boost is coming, and then more, you know, we got other stuff coming as well. They didn't talk about this too much. They didn't say anything about this actually. The improved data download, we don't know what's going on with that. And then the shop screen modification, we don't know what's going on with that either. They didn't say anything about this, so we'll have to wait and see what they kind of have cooked up for this. And then the arrival of a new SSR character who can be recruited in quest mode, so another free-to-play unit that we'll be able to grind up, and the 9th anniversary for global. So we have that, and then this was kind of like the big news. So they gave us all the information for the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who is going to be the first unit that's going to get the Super EZA. So they're not doing anything with leader skills. They're not doing anything with your like super attack effects. The only thing they're changing is just the passives of these units. So I guess I probably could have, I guess I could go over here. If we go to cards and so let's see if we get this Goku. Did they already change it on here? Yeah, it looks like they had already changed it. That's a bummer. Yeah, they already changed this entire passive. So beforehand, he had a very small passive post EZA, but now, I mean, they gave him a massive passive. So for this Goku, he will get Ki +2, attack and defense 200%, forms a crit for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Super class allies get a chance of performing a crit plus 20%, and extreme class allies get a chance of performing a crit plus 10% for 3 turns from the character's entry turn, plus an additional attack and defense plus 150% for 5 turns from the character's entry turn, plus an additional attack and defense plus 150%, and a high chance of launching an additional super attack when performing a super attack for 7 turns from the character's entry turn. Plus, he gets an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack starting from the 8th turn from the character's entry turn. So this is after like the 5 turn and the 7 turn restrictions wear off. He just drops down to a 100% attack and defense. He gets a medium chance to dodge, plus an additional chance of dodging enemies' attacks, plus 30% before attacking. So if you kind of put him in like a slot 1 situation, you kind of have like almost like a high chance to dodge, because it's like a 30% and a 30%. Yeah, so almost like a 60% chance to dodge, I would say. And then he gets an additional defense 150% and a high chance of performing a crit for 3 turns after dodging an attack. So he's going to be very good for, you know, your first 5 turns. You know, he's going to get the double supers for 7 turns. He's going to perform a crit on the very first time that he's coming out. So, I mean, he's going to hit probably really hard. The only thing is he doesn't have anything on his super attack effect, so he's not getting any defense, he's not getting any attack or anything like that. So that is a little bit of a bummer, but I think we'll be able to live, especially with like how massive this passive is nowadays. It's going to be, you know, I think he's going to be a very good unit. So we'll see how well he's going to do once he drops in game. I didn't have this pulled up here. So he is going to be dropping, I believe it's, I swear I just seen it. But he's going to be dropping, I believe it's on the 21st. Yeah, so it's not here, but so his super EZA will be coming, there it is. So March 21st at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. So we still have, yeah, we still got about a week before we'll even see this guy in game. And for Vegeta and King Vegeta, they're going to be coming March 18th. Looks like they're dropping at 2:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see, because usually these change once we get closer to like the time of release. So we'll see if this stays or if that changes. Now we got that. So let's kind of talk about the new units real quick, and then I think we can wrap it up there. So we finally got a King Vegeta. So he's going to be Extreme AGL, and he's going to be the banner unit with Vegeta. He is a 130% Pure Saiyans category leader. As passive, he gets Ki +3, attack and defense 180%, which isn't bad. Gets an additional attack and defense plus 90% when attacking. Changes physical key spheres to AGL key spheres. Reduces damage received by 18% with 3 or more key spheres obtained, plus an additional damage reduction of 18% with 3 or more AGL key spheres obtained. Pure Saiyan and Vegeta family category allies attack and defense plus 30%. No key. It's weird. So Pure Saiyan and Vegeta family categories attack and defense 30%. Chance of performing a crit plus 18%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 90%, and all allies Ki +3 and attack and defense plus 30% when performing a super attack if there's an ally whose name includes Vegeta attacking in the same turn. Oh. So he's actually a really good like support unit if you run him with like a Vegeta unit. Okay, so he gives crit chance, Ki +3, and basically 90% attack and defense. Yeah, okay. So I don't think he's gonna be too bad of a unit, honestly. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Prize, Saiyan Lineage, Fierce Battle, Royal Lineage, Prepare for Battle, and Brainiacs. And he's on Pure Saiyans, Vegeta's Family, Inhuman Deeds, Storied Figures, Space Traveling Warriors, and Terrifying Conquerors. And on his super, he just greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage. So I don't think he's gonna hit very hard, but I think he's gonna be, his main role is gonna be just supporting. So that's actually, you know, I think that's really good, especially for like Vegeta family category. That's very good. And now we can just kind of talk about the main unit himself here. So we have Vegeta. He's Extreme Tech, which is very good. I made a tweet that I was hoping he was not going to be an Int type because they make way too many Int Vegetas, and I wanted him to either be Tech or Physical, and they came up with Tech, so I'm perfectly happy with that. So he is a Vegeta family or Super Saiyan category, Ki 3, 170. Gives the additional 30% to Pure Saiyan, Battle of Wits, and Mastered Evolution. So Vegeta family is good because this category is just dead. It is just dead in the mud. We haven't seen anything in a very long time. So it's good to see that they get a brand new leader, which is, you know, going to be someone other than the Super Saiyan GT Vegeta and the LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So this is actually really good. And Super Saiyans, I mean, they're basically one of the strongest teams right now in the game. And having like pure Saiyans on top of that, you know, that's really good because you can put all the Vegetas and Gokus on there. Even Broly's will fit on here as well. And then if you take Vegeta's family with like Mastered Evolution, you got like the Super Trunkses. Hell, with Super Saiyan and Mastered Evolution, you have like the Super Saiyan Gohans that go into Super Saiyan 2. Battle of Wits, I mean, you pretty much just have all Vegeta's, like Vegeta units on there. So, I mean, it's a very good category. Passive. Ki +2, attack and defense 150%. Guards all attacks. Reduces damage received by 18%. And launches an additional super attack for 3 turns from the character's entry turn. That's actually really good. So he's got guard and damage reduction. The more HP remaining... Oh, sorry. Launches an additional super attack for 3 turns from the character's entry turn. The more HP remaining when the character attacks for the first time in a turn, the greater the additional attack boost received within the turn. Okay, so you kind of want to have like full HP essentially the first time. And that goes up to 150%. The more HP remaining when the character receives an attack for the first time in a turn, the greater the additional defense boost received within the turn, up to 150%. Plus an additional defense plus 31% with each attack received, up to 80%. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super when there's an ally whose name includes Goku attacking in the same turn, or an enemy whose name includes Goku. So, there's a lot of Goku units, so I'm sure you'll find a Goku to put on a Super Saiyan team. So he does have an active skill for transformation. Can be activated when HP is 18% or more starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. That's it. This is a perfect active skill. I think they had a whole lot of backlash from how terrible their transformation conditions were from the worldwide celebration, that they went ahead and fixed that over here. So good on them. I'm glad to see that they did that. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Pride, Prodigies, and Fierce Battle. He's on Vegeta Family, Super Saiyan, Pure Saiyan, Battle of Wits, Mastered Evolution, Android/Cell Saga, Gifted Warriors, and Transformation Boost. So he stacks attack and defense and causes immense damage to the enemy and seals supers. So that's actually really good. The sealing is really good. And he stacks attack and defense, so that's also really good. So you can kind of stack him up in base form and then kind of get him ready for when he transforms. And I'm sure he'll do like pretty good damage. And once he goes into Super Saiyan, passive turns into Ki +3, attack and defense 180%, still guarding all attack, still gets damage reduction by 18%, gets an additional attack 180% when attacking, and if HP is 30% or more when attacking, you launch an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super, plus an additional attack plus 30% if the target enemy's HP is 80% or less when attacking, plus an additional attack plus 30% if the target enemy's HP is 60% or less when attacking, plus an additional attack plus 50% if the target enemy's HP is 40% or less when attacking, plus an additional defense 180% when receiving an attack, launches an additional super within the same turn, and disables the attacked enemy's actions once within the turn after receiving an attack. So he does what? So he has his main super that he can do. He launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super. That's 2. And then he launches an additional super attack within the same turn. Once within the turn after receiving an attack. So if he gets hit, he can do 3 plus hidden potential. So he can super up to 4 times. That's it's really good. I think this Vegeta is actually going to be probably like the best TUR. that we have right now. So I can't wait to try him out in game. And then it looks like when he transforms, he gets Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior. What's he lose? Saiyan, what is it? Saiyan lineage? Let's get this pulled up. Royal lineage and Saiyan lineage, I think is what it is. Yeah. So he loses Royal lineage and Saiyan lineage, and he gets Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior when he goes Super Saiyan. And then his active skill is the Big Bang attack. Can be activated after the character receives an attack 3 or more times in battle, or when facing only one enemy whose HP is 80% or less. Like, what is so hard about these restrictions, and why do they like not do it on every character? Like, this is so easy. This is so free. Like, it just makes me mad on like what they did to the worldwide celebration units. And then the active skill effect massively raises the attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. All attacks become crits within the turn that it's activated. And the other thing with this is, so his Big Bang attack, you can stack his attack and defense in base form, get him up really high, transform him, and then do the Big Bang attack, and he's gonna hit for large numbers. He's kind of like first form Frieza Dokkan Fest, where you can keep stacking his attack, stack, get him up really high, and then drop his death ball. Pretty much the exact same thing. So there we go. Oh, and his super attack effect just greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, causes immense damage to the enemy, and steals supers. And that is it. Again, these units are going to be dropping in just in a few days, about 3 days now. So we will see. We'll see how good these units are actually going to be once they drop. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, consider hitting that like button. And if you guys are new here, consider subscribing as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.